AskReddit by Tight Pumpkin 5028. Former fit people of Reddit, how did you get fat? Forgot to lower calorie intake after I stopped swimming. You get used to eating like an athlete and don't change it. Your body doesn't want to change it, either, at least for a bit. Sunday drank my face off and ate to make myself feel better. I'm sorry you've had to endure this. I think he'd still believe in you and be proud to have you as a parent. Terrible, awful final destruction style car accident that I was lucky to survive. Abdominal muscles shredded. To this day I have a sheet of Kevlar in between my guts and my skin to keep my intestines from bulging out. Sedentary lifestyle after that. Edit. I'm glad so many people knew what I was talking about. I swear I meant destination, so I blame autocorrect. I'm not bulletproof, it's a medical grade Kevlar, but it does have significant press puncture resistance. Kevlar has a lot of non-military uses. And as for reconstruction, there's not much left to rebuild. That's rough, man, I'm sorry. Ate a lot of food and stopped working out. Feel like this is most people's answer when you boil it down. Antidepressants and incurable love of potato chips. Mine is antidepressants and an incurable love of sweet things, along with spending a lot of time in bed. The way I got fit in the first place was an insane diet and exercise regimen that fell apart because it was unsustainable. I have trouble moderating this stuff. It's either all in 800 calories a day while also running 3 miles a day and lifting regularly, or it's fuck it, I don't care. I have ideas as to why that is that go back to childhood, and I'm trying to work on it, so we'll see. All or nothing can be dangerous. I hope you find a good balance that makes you happy. Got pregnant and couldn't exercise without peeing myself. I gained 50 pounds while I was pregnant and everyone told me not to worry because breastfeeding would melt the fat right off. It didn't. Pregnancy also completely destroyed my abdominal muscles and in turn, my back, which was picking up the slack. I was exhausted with a newborn and just couldn't bring myself to basically start from scratch on fitness, even though I needed to. I went from being in the best shape of my life to the worst in just 2 years. After my first pregnancy, it took me about 9 months to start working on myself again. Watched my calories and played soccer, lost 40 pounds in a year. Then I got pregnant and started managing an ice cream shop. I'm 8 months postpartum, and round 2 of watching my calories just started a week ago. It takes time and it's so hard while you have littles around. You'll get there again. Tore ACL. Gained some weight. Few months after ACL healed, tore my Achilles. After that just stopped exercising BC. I was afraid I was gonna tear something else. I feel this. I severely sprained my ankle and then blew out my knee. Spent about a year on the shelf. Didn't adjust my diet to account for how many fewer calories I was burning and got super fat by the time everything healed. Now a lot of exercise I did pre-injury I can't do now because of my knee and how fat I got. It's not fun. Eating like a 20-year-old for 30 years. This basically sums it up. Big food kept making more yums. Bastards. Depression, PTSD, losing my dad, emotional eating, going through a different season of life. Change. Impermanence. Grief is hell on routine. Keep going at your own pace, it's not a race. Much love. I'm a stress eater. Like, anything that raises my anxiety will make me want to eat. The good news is that I now recognize this in me and mitigate it by drinking water or eating something healthy and filling. I've lost 20 pounds and I'm back to my healthy weight. Try black tea. It helps to make you feel full and suppresses appetite. With a bit of oat or soy milk it's even better. My cousin showed me this cool new app on his phone with a white and red cute alien head logo where people anonymously say brainless things, and I was hooked. 6 years and 60 pounds later, here we are. He really is adorable. Deleted. See, this is why I'm very hesitant about the whole healthy at any size stuff. Like, you are at higher risk of certain issues at heavier weights. Fell in love. Let myself go. Weed plus munchies. Yep, had to cut out weed to get back into shape. I eat the food. I know exercise. I love the sleep. I really got into canicross, and it became my main source of exercise. But I love my dogs, and got old with them. Normal 10-mile runs became 5 miles, 2 miles, then 2-mile walks. My remaining guy is very old. That's where we are. When he passes, I'll eventually get another dog or 2, get really fit again, and the process will repeat. Who the hell is chopping onions in here? When you're an athlete all your life and are used to consuming 2,500 plus calories a day and maintaining your weight, it's easy to gain weight when you finally stop. I went from eating about 2,800 calories a day and maintaining my weight for years. I then had a terrible ankle sprain and couldn't walk for weeks. In those weeks COVID lockdown began, but I was still eating 2,800 calories a day because that's what I was used to. What changed was my activity levels. I went from exercising a couple hours a day to being mostly sedentary literally overnight. Before and after pictures of most people in military. Lexapro. Got off Lexapro, got unfat. Zoloft 2. I told my DR it was making me fat and he dismissed it. Ugh. I hated my job, and since I was miserable my immune system was shit. Since my immune system was shit I was sick all the time and too tired to work out, and I was stress eating. Then my dad was in the hospital and died, and one of the most annoying questions people ask when you're grieving is, are you eating? So I just ate in front of everyone so they would stop fucking asking. Then I got a new job that was even more miserable and my sleep schedule got fucked. And then I never recovered. Signing up for the gym tomorrow though. I'm tired of being sad when I see my body. I'm tired of not getting to do the activities I enjoy because I'm out of shape. It's embarrassing to get winded bringing my laundry upstairs. Editing to at, went and signed up. I can't actually use it until Friday due to my schedule, but I have it. That's the first step. Depression. My 4-year-old nephew died from cancer and I just fell out of my routines. Emotionally ate and drank and it caught up with me. Working hard right now to try and right my wrongs, but now I'm nearing my 40s and as a woman, it's much harder to see results the older you get. Depression meds and autoimmune disease meds and lung disease meds. Basically my health went to shit and meds. Antipsychotics and then pregnancy plus preeclampsia. Thankfully in a much stabler place now, and before I got pregnant, so no need for antipsychotics at the moment. I'm 3 weeks postpartum and lost all the pregnancy weight now that my blood pressure has evened out. Just waiting to see what the rest does. It was antipsychotics for me also. Getting married and having children. I'll finish my food, and your food, and your food, and your FOOO. Hey, where you going with that?